welcome back to Late Nights. I'm your host, antcassese. We got a crazy episode to get into today. It's going to be better than last week's episode. It may even change your life. In fact, it will change your life. It's going to change your entire perspective. You're never going to see things the same way after today's show. The only thing is you have to stay until the very end. Sorry. I don't make the rules, man. I just write the script, put my camera up, do the microphone stuff, do a little waka. But how was your day? I had a great day. I had to go to work because I'm a normie, and I've yet to crack the code on how to be an influencer full-time or a comedian or whatever the hell you guys are doing these days. So there's that. It was a rough week. It was. How was your week? I'm hoping it was way better than mine. I had a rough week. I was really torn about some things this week. It's going to be better than last week. I'll tell you that. Because today I did a script like I usually do. But last week I just rambled a lot. I did a lot of rambling. I like to ramble. I can't help myself. I love having late nights because it's a great outlet and it's pretty entertaining for other people too. But more than anything, it needs to be entertaining for numero uno. That's what this week showed me. How to love me. Something I'm admittedly not very good at. And to this day, to this moment, still not very good at it. But I've been looking at how I relate to people and the relationship I have with myself and what it all means and how it all happens. And sometimes in life, people come and people go, and I think that can be pretty hard. I don't think we like endings. I don't like things ending. Let's keep it going, right? I was always the guy back in high school when there was a house party or something. People were like, yo, we got to go home. My parents are coming. I'm like, dude, let's keep it going. What are we doing? You know, let's keep having fun. What are we, quitters? My mom didn't raise no quitter. I'm not giving up. I'm not going to let you give up. I'm not going to let you give up. But as a man fast approaching his 30s, it's tough. You got to come to terms with certain things. And I'm aware that there's people in their 40s and 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I'm aware of what they might say to someone like me. You're so young. You have so much time. And they always use a certain four-letter word that really throws me off course. They always bring up some like, did you get your AARP yet? Did I get my AARP? Well, take it easy, Father Time. 30. We've all been there. Some say it is a turning point in their lives. I'm hoping because I need to make a quick U-turn fast. Not go back the other way, but just, we got to go a different direction. My personal favorite really is, what are your plans for the future? How many times has somebody said that to you? I can think of all the times people say to me that I need to be thinking about my future and what are you going to do in the future? Meanwhile, I'm just like, for the future? I'm in the future. I never thought I'd be 30. This is the future for me. What future am I thinking about? I'm here. The future is here. I have responsibilities. I have dreams and goals, none of which I've achieved yet, but I'm still ambitious. Still got a good attitude about it. Help me. I'm suffering quietly. Like most Americans today. But I think we do have to talk about it. I think we have to be open about it. I have 2 beautiful dogs. I have a great home. Back to those dogs, though, for a second. I think mine are broken, guys. Mine won't stop looking at me all the time. They just sit there and stare with those eyes that they got. They just stare at me. I'm like, what do you want, man? I can't help you. What do you want from me? And, it makes me a little uncomfortable. Not going to lie. I don't know about people staring at me. Makes me uncomfortable. But it's something you have to embrace. The discomfort of the uncomfortable. People don't know this. This is the secret. This is where the perspective starts to take hold. This is where things look different, guys. This is where it looks different. Trust me. All jokes aside, with the latest slots for Stephen Colbert late night show ending next May, I'm pretty upset about it. Not going to lie. Pretty upset about it. I know I'm on notice. To my 3 followers, I'm sorry. I've tried, but broadcast television is dying. The way we consume content is changing. Let's just face the facts. In fact, I think I might have a chance. I do think I have a chance because I think I have actual talent. But, I'll ask ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT says. See what he says. See what she says. See See what she said. Sally sells she sells down by the seashore. What is ChatGPT? Is they, them, those? Not to be funny or ignorant, but what is ChatGPT? It feels like it's taking on its own form. AI is basically surpassing human intelligence. Scary. Very scary. Late night television and comedy in general shaped my childhood. It's what my dad and I watched growing up. I used to love watching SNL with my dad. We would cackle like absolute hyenas, and it never disappointed. Chris Farley was one of my favorite comedians forever and always. And every once in a while, my dad would pull out a little Matt Foley. If you don't know Matt Foley, that was a fictional character Chris Farley played on SNL. And a bit he did down by the river. We all know it as living in a van down by the river. My dad would get such a kick out of this that growing up, he would always say, you know, if you don't fix your shit, kid, you're going to be living in a van down by the river. Which, that joke hasn't aged well, admittedly, right? Now we all know that living in a van down by the river means you made it. I'm sorry, Dad. But, nevertheless, that's probably where the Epstein files might be. Anyone check there? You're tired of hearing about it? I'm not tired of talking about it. I want to stir the pot, man. I want to stir it up. I want to get you going. Why are we still talking about this freak show? Isn't there better things to talk about? Isn't there better things to talk about it? If you can believe it, we're still here. It's been nearly 6 years to the day since Epstein's subsequent suicide. 6 years. I wonder why they won't reveal the files. Like, what's there to hide? I'm sure Trump's name isn't mentioned everywhere. I mean, anywhere. False. Attorney General Pam Bondi. Yep, Pam Bondi. Trump appointed her. One of his loyalists as the fake media. Fake media, we'll call it. Confirms that Trump's name was scattered about in these files. It is early 2019 all over again, America. What is going on? Remember early 2019 when Trump's tax records were being subpoenaed from the IRS? 6 years ago. Time flies. It really does. It makes you wonder, where does it all go? It's crazy where the time goes. Not just that, one of the biggest bombshells to come out of 2019 wasn't just about death and destruction and how to avoid the tax guy. There was some beautiful things that took place too. New life, specifically for the royals. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle welcomed Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor to this world in 2019. Wow, that's a mouthful. Trump might say, wow, never heard that name, seen it, never heard it, good job. Had no idea that Meghan Markle even had a kid. It's 2025 now. She's got 2. Third time's a charm, right? Anyway, I digress. Some funny information on the internet. Jon Stewart, Colin Jost, Michael Shea, Johnny Carson, Chevy Chase, people that really went for it. These people really went for it. They pursued their career to the highest echelon you could achieve in entertainment and television. They made late night television all that it is. And 1 second while I take this phone call from somebody at work that shouldn't be calling me right now. People don't know what personal space means. That's okay. That's what Do Not Disturb is for. These entertainers made late night television, and it's crazy. They're trailblazers. I would even say that they are recluses, because to achieve greatness, you have to kind of be a little crazy. You have to color outside the lines. You can't be practical. There's no time for practicality here. You have to go for it. That means thinking big picture. Think summiting Everest, and you're looking down at a vast ocean. That's where your head needs to be. That's where it needs to be. That's where it needs to be. These people calling me, they got some nerve. It's after hours. It's late nights. Shouldn't you be sleeping? Shouldn't you be somewhere hanging with your friends at the movie theater, shorting AMC, or doing something that you shouldn't be doing that you're going to lie about later that fucking weekend? Shouldn't you be? Well, here at Late Nights, I'm your host, Anthony. If you haven't subscribed, you better, because I'm going to come get you. I'm going to get you. Hell, even Elvis Duran, right? Remember Elvis Duran? From Z100, I would hear him come through that radio. It's Elvis Duran and the Z Morning Zoo. And some crazy stuff would take place. A trailblazer, somebody who really went for it, a pioneer in his craft, with his team of riffraff, like Looney Tunes or cartoon characters. I was a child listening to this guy. He sounded nuts. Now here I am getting closer to 30, and I'm like, you were on to something, Elvis. Here I am. I'm ready to take the baton and fucking run the play. Let's get to it. I'll create my own team of riffraff. I mean, he had Gandhi, or I don't know what that person's name was. Froggy. Froggy's a good name. Scary Jones. Scary Jones. What a group. What a group. Crazy names. If Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are looking for some names for the third child, I want to call up Elvis Duran, see what he's got cooking. I used to steal my mom's Walkman just so I could listen to Elvis Duran in the Z Morning Zoo. We didn't have cable television back in the day. We just had a set of bunny ears because we were poor. So, you work with what you got, Don't be ungrateful. You don't know how good you got it. Nothing worse than trying to connect two bunny ears on the back of a TV in the middle of a thunderstorm. You're like, gosh, I know that's where my fear of being struck by lightning comes from. I just know it. We're moving right along. Real life maniac. Absolute genius. This guy was. Broadcasters, entertainers, they don't get enough credit for what they do. They reach for it. They overextend and reach for it. That is the ultimate flex of a lifetime, going for it even when it says no. Every sign says stop. Which brings me to one of my favorite people this week, trendsetter, rock star, and an absolute legend, Ozzy Osbourne, passed this week, and I don't even know. I was writing this. I said, what do I even say? What do you even say about it? I mean, the guy performed his last show on his terms and left on his own terms. I mean, after living what he would call a fantastic life, that's pretty awesome. We all love Ozzy, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty broken up about it. It got me in my feels this week, amongst other things, but this was one of the things that exacerbated how I was feeling this week. Made me start to really think about how finite life is. Maybe this is my quarter life crisis. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm going through. Who knows? What's the connection from emotions to the brain, to the mouth? There's a delay. There's lag time. None of it makes sense. None of it. I can't believe he passed, and I feel really terrible about it. But, our time is short. Whatever it is, don't wait for tomorrow. Do it today. Don't wait. Just don't wait. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Every week I release a late night show just for you. Well, for me. But you get to watch it. Isn't that great? We both get to be a part of it. And, well, I mean, hey, that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. I think the hardest part about getting older is not just that it gets harder every year, getting a little bit older, and time seems to just speed up more and more, which is true. But we're lucky. We're lucky because it hasn't stopped. Consider that. The clock is still ticking for you. Still ticking for me, and I feel pretty grateful for it. I don't want to be up here on my high horse like, oh, appreciate your life and get it together. Figure it out. You can do it. But it's possible. And our days are short. And the older we get, crazier it gets. I realized that this week when my brother called me up. Sometimes it takes a conversation and some brotherly love to bring me back down to earth. And that's what I got here. Said it's been 6 years, Aunt, since we last sat under those yellow umbrellas. I said, I know. Located at the southernmost tip of one of the most beautiful countries on the planet. one of the most beautiful countries we know as the boot. It's the boot. Italy. Duh. There lies umbrellas. Umbrellas as far as the eye can see. You may have seen them if you've ever traveled to the Amalfi Coast. Yes. Rich. Just kidding. I'm not rich. A lot of umbrellas though. Blue, red, yellow. All a signature of your place on the hierarchy. We had yellow because we represented the most poorest cohort of the hierarchy. So you know how a hierarchy works. There's, the big wigs, right? Right? And then there's the middle wigs. And then there's shit. And then there's me and my brother in Italy. And nevertheless, traveling is critical to the soul, I feel. I feel it's one of those things that you have to do. It makes you uncomfortable. And I've always advocated for being uncomfortable because I believe that's how you grow. I think that's an important part of life. So if you're younger, travel. If you're older, travel. Duh. No classroom, no degree is going to show you what traveling will. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Unless it's the growing that's making you uncomfortable. Anyone check on Jordan Hudson recently? Our modern day Anna Nicole Smith. How did we get so damn lucky? You people sicken me. What is wrong with Belichick? I mean, what's not wrong with him? The guy's rich, he's old, he's made it. Why not? Right? Right? I mean, it's a little weird. It's giving Epstein. It's giving Epstein, Belichick. I hate to associate those two names together, but, I went there. I think somebody's got to get their head examined. He said, Aunt, we have to go back to Italy this year. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. I love my brother because he's ruthless. He's a compassionate bear of a man that is unstoppable. The immovable object is this man, my brother. All fire, no brakes. I love him for it. And in my head, I'm like, whoa. I can't afford this. I can't do this. If only I was having conjugal visits with a certain millionaire, maybe that'd be possible. But I'm not. I'm like, I gotta shut this down. I can't do this, dude. And I'm telling him, I'm like, yeah, let's do it, man. I'll figure it out. I won't pay my rent. I won't pay my car payment. I won't feed the dogs. Maybe I won't eat for this week. I'll go. Let's go do it. But in my head, I'm like, I'm not going. I can't do that. What do you got in your mind? I'm like, I gotta shut this down. So he's like, bro, I got it. Talk about 3 words I love to hear. I got it. Let's get back to terra firma. I love it. He's like, bro, I got it. Don't you worry. You're my brother. You know what? Okay. Nothing better is when somebody invites you on vacation. And you're just like, no way. You got obligations, the kids, the family, the work, the priorities. You're kind of low on cash, meaning you have no cash, but you're still considering how you could swing it. All of it, yada, yada, yada. This story goes on and on. You tell yourself a million fucking reasons why you can't do something. There is an abundant amount of reasons in this world why we can't do anything. I'm the worst at it. I will come up with a million reasons not to do something. It's just excuses. It's just crap that I tell myself I can't do when in reality, I'm just scared, There's just things in my way. But it's all made up. It's all fabricated. It's fears. And we all have them. But the more we're aware of them, the more we walk into them, the better people we can be, the better we can come out alive. I thought about all that. I thought, okay. Trying to keep things realistic. Me, keeping it topical. Jesus, when did I get to be so lame? But you tell me you're going to take care of it. You tell me you're going to take care of it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't licking my chops at the very thought of somebody taking care of my vacation. Suddenly I probably shouldn't do this turns into maybe I think I could swing it, bro. Let's see what we can do, right? You're going to take care of it. I'll see what I can do. I'll move some mountains, check my calendar, bing, 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 right? Let's see what we got here. Check here, check here, check here. Let me check with the wife. I'm going to ask the wife. I don't have a wife. I'm going to find somebody else's wife and ask her, I'm going to ask somebody, though. I'm going to get to going. I'm going to get to going. Walking right into it, right? It showed me something. I love my brother for that. He don't look at all the reasons not to do something. He just says, let's do it. just says, let's do it. We need people in our lives that challenge us to think not the way we think every goddamn day, to challenge us to think a little differently. We need people in our lives that make us uncomfortable, that make us get annoyed. We need people in our lives that make us angry because it triggers us. It's triggering and makes us think differently. It makes us have some curiosity. Not fight it, but be curious about it. There's more to this. There's a lot more to this. There's a ton more to this. While it may not be the Shangri-La, and not every day do we get it right. And some weeks like this last week, or hell, if it's been this last month or last year or last couple years for you, today, right here, this moment in time that you and me get to share, let these little stories and these little snippets of another person's life share with you. There's more to it. Take it from me. I'm terrified of the world, but I know that there's nothing better than walking directly into the thing that I'm terrified of. We won't always get it right. We put so much pressure on ourselves to get it right. Oh, gosh, I put so much pressure on myself to just figure it out and get it right. I've lost out on so much of my life worrying about it. I've lost out on so much. Is that a bad thing? No, it's just who I am. Can it change? Absolutely. Anything can change. Anything can change. We have to stay curious, guys. We have to. We have to think bigger picture. It takes a lot of courage to ask the questions, but we have to. We absolutely have to. Ozzy, Stephen Colbert, Fallon, Farley, MacDonald, Murphy, you name it. And let's not even forget that Hulk Hogan passed this week too. Another legend. These guys, all pioneers in their craft. What's your craft? What is it? What's important to you? What questions do you ask yourself? Or do you think you have all the answers? Maybe you do. I know I don't. I don't know nothing. I know shit about dick. I know nothing. Squat. I don't know nothing. I could be here another 100 years and I still wouldn't know shit. What questions do you ask yourself? Where do you go? Where do you go? All I know is don't wait till tomorrow to put your logic and practicality to the side. It's pretty lame. There's a time and place for all that jazz, but how do we break through the noise? How do we break through the noise without letting our deep anxieties bite us? Our PTSD, our ADD, ADHD, the past betrayals, the stabbed in the back, the I've been let down, the disappointments, all the things that eat us up inside that we don't tell anyone about. How do you put that to the side so that you can live out your life the way you deserve to live it? So that you don't miss out on being a part of this. So that you don't miss out on being loved and giving love. Because we can all love. I think it's what scares us the most is receiving it. It's fucking terrifying. It's a terrifying feat. What if we wait? What if we wait till tomorrow, but tomorrow becomes 6 years? Tomorrow goes by like that. And it happens just that quick. How fast it happens. Don't wait. Act now. I'm your host, antcassese. It's been an honor to be here with you today. This is great, guys. I love being able to air out my dirty laundry, crack some jokes, and talk about what's going on in the world. It's pretty crazy. Let this week be a memento to what we can do. Look at all the people around us that have done it. Anything is possible if we stay curious. Till next time, make sure you subscribe so you can catch me every week doing my thing right here at this desk. You and me. I love it. I love this. Let's do better this week. Let's do it. Let's do better this week. Till next time, this is Late Nights. I'll see you later. Brother.